So this could be Barcelona's, perfect time to move on in the next leg. However, PSG have scored 57 goals. Seems like now that Liverpool's on a poor run of form and Leipzig's in form, it seems like this also will be, with the Champions League round of 16 knockouts fast approaching, I thought it would be a good idea to do a prediction for the first 4 games that are being played this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Looking at the first fixture of this Tuesday's Champions League game, we've got Leipzig versus Liverpool. Leipzig have won 4 of their last 5 games, scoring 12, conceding 4, and keeping a clean sheet in 3 of those 5 games. They've been defensively solid. Their attack is very strong. They're scoring goals, and they're scoring a lot of goals in their games. They're scoring 3, 4. So you can see that as a team as a whole, they're very complete. Granted, maybe they're not against tough teams, but that's usually what the strong teams do. They beat the teams and they destroy the teams that are below them. Now, looking at Liverpool have been on a poor run of form in the Premier League. They've lost 3 of the last 5, failing to keep a clean sheet in any of those 5 games. They're struggling to score goals. In the last 3 games specifically, they've conceded 8 while only scoring 2. They seem like this season they're mentally out of the league race. And this is the only competition left where they could possibly win a title. Now, the fact that their opponent is Leipzig, maybe when the draw was made, people automatically assumed Liverpool would be through, but it seems like now that Liverpool's on a poor run of form and Leipzig's in form, it seems like this also will be another trophyless season for Liverpool, and they will be knocked out in this year's round of 16, and Leipzig will move on. Moving on to the other game that's this Tuesday, we've got Barcelona versus PSG. Now, Barcelona have been on a good run of form. They've won 4 of the last 5, but they're having a lot of trouble defensively. However, their attack is doing extremely well. When their team concedes 3-2, the attack manages to get to maintain form and keep going and get 5 goals, 4 goals, 3 goals, whatever they need to win those games. That's why they've won 4 out of the last 5. Not because they're having strong performances, but because the attack is what's keeping them in form. Their opponents, PSG, are without one of their best players, or the best player, Neymar, for allegedly both legs. So this could be Barcelona's, perfect time to move on in the next leg. However, PSG have scored 57 goals. They've conceded only 15 goals. They've won 4 of the last 5. They've been defensively solid, and their attack is extremely strong. I don't think that their games will be easy against Barcelona. I think Barcelona will put up a fight because of their strong attack, and I think if they can get their defense under control, I think these will be tough games. However, I do see PSG moving on to the quarterfinals and Barcelona going out in the round of 16. Moving on to the games on Wednesday. First up, we've got Porto versus Juventus. Now, Porto have only won only 1 game out of the last 5, but the other 4 results were all draws. Juventus have won 3 of their last 5, scoring 6 and conceding 2. They have the best defensive record in Italy. They just have the problem of not being as consistent in the final third to really establish themselves as a very strong and tough team to play against. I do believe that with Ronaldo's abilities and Juventus' strong defense, I do think that these should be fairly easy games. I do see them winning both games, and I think Juventus will go through as well to the quarterfinals, and Porto will be knocked out in the round of 16. Moving on to the last game, we've got Sevilla versus Borussia Dortmund. Now, Sevilla have actually won 5 of their last 5 games, scoring 9 and conceding 0. Now, there are good results against the weaker teams. As I said earlier, if you get good results against weaker teams, that means you're performing well and you're getting very consistent results. So you can say that it's not necessarily a fluke and it's not something that's it's not luck. And in one of those 5 games, they managed to beat Barcelona 2-0. They've had impressive results, impressive performances based on those last 5 games. Moving on to their opponents, Borussia Dortmund have only won 2 of the last 5, getting 2 draws and 1 loss. However, they're scoring goals, but they haven't been able to keep a clean sheet. So in the games that they've won, they've maybe conceded 2 or 3 goals, or they've conceded a goal, and their attack just does the job and makes sure that they get the win. Or in the games that they draw 2-2 or 1-1, and in the game that they lost, they lose by 3-2 or 2-1. So we can see that with Dortmund, there isn't necessarily a consistent level in their defense. They're not a very strong team or a very potent team to go up against. So I believe that Sevilla will win this tie as well. I think Sevilla, they might win. They'll definitely win one of the legs. Maybe they won't win both, but I do believe that they will move on into the quarterfinals and Borussia Dortmund will be eliminated. Now, just to give a quick summary, the teams that I see progressing from this week's Champions League games, I see Leipzig, Juventus, PSG, and Sevilla. And the teams that will be eliminated in this round of 16 will be Liverpool, Barcelona, Borussia Dortmund, and Porto. Now, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Who do you think will go through? Let me know your predictions maybe for next week's 4 games. If you like the video, drop a like. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe. Share this with anyone else who maybe watches the Champions League and anyone who wants this likes this kind of stuff. And thanks for watching.